Yeah, no more stuff, guys.
Base times height is 9.9 times 4.6. I set this up for you yesterday, and the answer is 45.54 miles squared.
Yeah, I got that answer.
I am going through these very quickly, guys. No talking. I'm going to go through these very quickly. You do want to see all of them?
Yes. Yes.
Area of a trapezoid.
Oh, Sarah was not here.
1/2 times the height times the sum of the bases. Do you have this? I gave this out either Wednesday or Thursday of last week.
Wait, Sarah's here?
1/2 times the height is 3. The sum of the bases, base 1, usually the top, base 2. Yasmin, do you have this? Check the folder in the back, 4th period, or grab another one. So the bases are 5.7 plus 1.5. 5.7 plus 1.5 is 7.2. Quiet. 1/2 times 3 times 7.2 should give you 10.8 meters squared. Caleb, what are you doing?
It's on Safari.
It's not appropriate for right now. You should be doing this.
How is Safari not appropriate for this? What if he's not an answer?
Artez.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah, Keegan. Sorry. Very sorry.
You got the wrong person.
I know. Number 3. This is a kite, also known informally as a diamond. The D, whoops.
Whoa.
Speaking of amnesty.
The D in diamond is supposed to remind you
I'm gonna tell you after this.
of 1/2 times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. I already know.
No.
Wait, what?
It was from my 5th period teacher yesterday. I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you that story.
Diagonal 1 is 12. Diagonal 2 is 3. Half of 36 is going to be 18 miles squared. Not appropriate, Devin.
I'm from Charlotte. I just thought of TikTok. I'm so sorry.
Rectangle. We have not talked about area of a rectangle. I think we thought you would know what that formula was, which is length times width. They do have to be perpendicular. This case they are, so that is 11 times 5, which is 55 meters squared. Any questions about any of those 4? I am recording this. I also recorded the other 2. Marianne, are you with me? Got your sheet out?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, put the phones away. Do you know you are your own worst enemy? A lot of you.
That's what Cobra Kai said.
You didn't say put the iPad on.
Caleb, what are you doing?
He's on Safari looking up jackets or whatever.
I can't be more.
Okay, next problem, 5 and 6. Those are triangles. Devo. 1/2 times the base times the height. Base and height need to be perpendicular. So area is 1/2 base times height. Base, I'm going to say my base is 5. Even though it's not on the bottom, as long as they are perpendicular, it should work. Times, I'm going to say my height is 3.1. Artez.
My bad. It was important.
All right, guys. Remember how I said you are your own worst enemy? How many of you have I called out already today?
One time.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, twice. Count Keegan.
It's probably been 4 people on this side, at least 1 on this side. That's 5. I shouldn't have to say this. We have a test tomorrow. You need to be taking this a little bit more seriously. I mean, why am I going over these? If you're not paying attention, you're on your phone. All right, so number 5. Multiplying those all together. Did anybody happen to get an answer?
Yeah, I got an answer.
7?
You want to know my answer?
7.75 inches squared?
Yeah.
That is correct. Number 6 is still a triangle. 1/2 base times height. Again, as long as your base and your height are perpendicular, you're good. So it doesn't matter which you use as the base. If you use 4 as your base, your height is going to be 5 because they are perpendicular. They are forming a right angle. Or if you use 5 as your base, 4 would be your height. And half of 20 is going to be 10
Wait, what's that one?
miles squared. Yes.
On number 5, you put it down. It was 77.
Today,
Oh, that's
I don't think so.
No, he's right.
calculator gave you.
He's right.
Try it again. Try it again.
He's right.
I put the exact same thing.
1/2. Did you see? This is 3.1. Maybe you didn't see my decimal.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
Gotcha, yeah.
Not 31, 3.1. All right. So number 7. What do we call number 7?
A circle.
Yes, a circle. Area of a circle is pi r squared. Yes, that is on your formula sheet, but it does not say circle. So area is pi times, is 10 my radius, my diameter, or something else?
Radius.
It is 10 and it is the radius. So 10 squared is 100 pi. So the answer is 314.15, but it says to the nearest tenth. Which digit is in the 10th place? The 1. 5 or more, so this goes up to 314.2 kilometers squared.
Let's go. Got another one right.
Can't you say kilometers too?
I mean, I have it right there.
I'm sorry?
Can't you say kilometers too?
You can.
I'm saying kilometers.
Number 8. What do we call this that I am shading in red? It is not. Yeah, it's not a triangle because the outside is not a straight line, but it is a sector, which is a fraction of a circle.
I'm so thirsty.
Circle is pi r squared. Fraction. Quiet, please. Where do we get the fraction from? It is the angle or the degree out of the whole 360 degrees. That's the fractional part of the circle.
You took this info yesterday.
What?
You did this part yesterday.
I did this one yesterday?
75.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't, bro.
You did it.
Oh, I filled in some of it? Okay.
You filled in some of it. You didn't fill out the whole thing.
So 75 out of 360, that's the fraction times.
0.81.
That should be 9. Ugh. Pi times 9 squared should give you 53.01. Rounded to the tenths, 5 or more goes up. It's not, so it's 53.0 or 53 meters squared.
I still got it.
God.
I'm smarter than you.
I tweaked my knee.
You notice how I said today.
Mikey Williams is in jail.
All right, so number 9. What do we call this figure? Devo.
It's
Not right now.
It's a rectangular prism.
That technically is correct, but there's a better. Yes, square prism or yes, it is a cube.
It's a cube?
It is a cube.
Why didn't I think of that?
Oh.
Now, we did not actually talk about this, so I was surprised to see it on the review because other teachers, we make this all up, and usually anything on the review is something we definitely have covered. But it is known as a square prism because it has two bases that are the same. And if you look for the formula of the surface area of a prism, like I said, it still is a prism. That is capital P times H plus your two bases. Now, you could figure this out. Perimeter would be the distance around 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11, or 11 times 4, times the height of 11. Whoever has the music on, please turn it off.
I can write them out if you want me to.
Plus, no, not necessary. 2 times 11 times 11, because your base is a square, which is side squared or side times side. So when you do this, you get 44 times 11 plus 22 times 11, and you're going to get total 726 centimeters squared. But I'm going to show you a simpler way, one that I think most of you would understand logically.
So you call us dumb?
No, I'm saying you are not dumb, so you would be able to figure this out.
That's not what you're saying.
It is what I'm saying.
Mr. Lee, you remember how you told us that if you get the wrong answer in the calculator, it's not the calculator's fault, you got the answer, it's the person who put it in the calculator?
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said that.
Okay.
last semester. So that meant you called everybody in my first period class stupid.
How do you, we already started.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to say
It's
to
too
that
late.
right now.
It's been like 6 months.
Okay.
You had a birthday.
And yet you brought it up today, so.
I did? My grade? Oh, no. I thought you brought my grade up.
Anyway. So a cube has all faces, all bases are the same length. All faces and bases are the same area, right? So if I find the area of one side or one face, that's going to be 11 times 11, correct? Now, aren't all of those the same size? So when you think of a cube, how many different sides or faces does it have around the cube?
One.
That's specific.
Listen. How many faces do I have around the cube?
6.
Around.
Oh, 4.
4 plus the two bases make a total of
9.
6. 4 plus 2 is 6. So if I take the area of 1 and multiply it by 6, you still are going to get 726 centimeters squared. Okay, so you can use the formula or you can think about it logically. But that is surface area. Surface area. The area of 1, all sides are the same. Multiply it by how many sides you have. Okay?
I thought about multiplying all the 11s together would give me the same answer. But I got 1,771,561.
That's not correct. Now, guys, let me finish. So I also, even though it doesn't ask you this, I think it's very important, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, that you know volume of this figure. So volume of a cube. We already said it is a square prism. Yasmin, are you with us? Square prism, which is the area of the base times the height of the prism. The area of your base is a square, correct?
Yeah.
So a square is side squared, or length times width, that happens to be the same. Length times width times height. Now that's the formula that you're used to seeing when you're talking about a rectangular prism or a square prism or anything similar to that. So for the volume of a cube, it is 11 times 11 times 11. Because the length is 11, the width is 11, that gives you that total area of your base times the height of 11. And when you do that, I think if I remember correctly, it's 1,331 centimeters cubed.
But it's not here in the sheet.
I know, but nudge, nudge, wink, wink, it's really important for you to understand how to do that.
Why don't we just move?
My brain's hurting.
11 times 11 times 11, or 11 to the third power. Questions on the cube at all? It is important to know the difference between finding surface area of the cube and volume.
That's gonna be easy because this is going to review for second grade.
Okay. All right, number 10. Number 10, what do we call number 10? What is that figure?
Sphere.
It is a sphere. We're going to find surface area of the sphere.
4 pi r squared.
That is correct.
Thus, 4 pi r cubed.
No, that is part of the volume formula. So 4 pi r squared. And I still have people that are having difficulty knowing what the radius is. They gave us this 6 in this picture. Is that the radius or is that the diameter?
That's the diameter.
Diameter.
Radius is 2.
The radius is going to be that divided by 2, or half of it. So the radius is 3. 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So 3 squared is 9. 9 times 4 is 36 pi. So 36 pi is going to be 113.1 centimeters squared. That is the surface area. Volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. So the r cubed goes with the volume. R squared goes with the surface area. So substituting values in, 4/3 times pi times my radius is still 3 to the third power. Does everybody know how to do 3 to the third power on the calculator?
Yes.
I do not want questions about that tomorrow. So it's, just in case, it's 3 upside down, V, that caret symbol, 3. So that's going to be 27 times 4/3 pi. You could simplify the 3 and the 27 and get 36 pi, which is what we got at the top. So the volume is 113.1 centimeters cubed. Now, that is rare. Both of those answers, when the radius of a sphere is 3, are the same. It's kind of crazy. I know. Big whoop. It's kind of cool. Any questions about the sphere? All right, let's go to number 11. What do we call number 11? What?
Did that.
We did 11?
Yeah.
Did we do surface area and volume or just surface area?
Both.
We did both? Perfect. Any questions on 11?
No.
Okay. What about 12? No? All right, let's do surface area of 12. surface area. What is that figure?
It's a triangular prism.
It is not a triangular prism.
Why are you saying you're lying?
It's a rectangle.
It is not a rectangular prism either.
It's a pyramid.
It is a pyramid because it comes to a single point. And what is the shape of its base?
Square.
So it is a square pyramid. Devo. You're breathing hard there. AKA snoring.
It's not snoring, I promise.
Oh, okay. Breathing heavy.
Can't breathe.
All right. So surface area is, what is it for a pyramid, square pyramid? Make sure you can look at that formula page, which is on the last page of this review, or you have a half sheet. What is the formula? Surface area for a square pyramid. P, capital P is perimeter, times the height, plus one base. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That is correct, isn't it?
No, that's a prism.
Oh, that's a prism, you guys.
What?
That's a prism.
We're looking at pyramid. Surface area.
Oh,
It's a half.
Surface area is 1/2.
1/2.
That's why I'm saying you got to know what these are.
Are we gonna have this? Yes.
You will have the half sheet.
Okay.
Yes. So 1/2, times perimeter, times the cursive L, not the cursed L, cursive L. So 1/2 times the perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around, so that's 10 plus 10. What is this back length here? 10 and plus 10 because it's a square on the bottom. So that is a perimeter 40 times, what does that cursive L stand for again? It's on the board.
Long and easy, dude. Slant height.
Slant height. Slant height. Oh my gosh, did they give us the slant height?
It's the other one. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Plus 10.
So times 7.8, that is the slant height, okay? It's not perpendicular straight up and down height. Plus, what is the area of my base?
10.
It's not 10. That is a square, right? So it is 10 times 10, which is 100. So half of 40 times 7.8 is going to be 156 plus 100 is 256 centimeters squared. Hi, tired. I'm a steedy. That's easy for you to say.
I'm not tired, but my name's not.
Any questions about that surface area?
Gotta stay up. Lock in.
Are we supposed to find volume of this too?
No.
Yes.
No,
They never
no,
said
no,
It says on the back
no,
page,
no, no.
And I said,
Actually, yes, you are.
Let's go.
It's, hey, it is the fine surface area and volume.
I just said what I wanted to say. Calm down.
Find surface area and volume of each figure. So volume, 1/3 times area of the base times the height. Guys, come on.
so nobody heard me.
This dude, you didn't hear him moaning.
I heard something.
That's, you know you be hearing this. You know you be hearing.
That's Kevin in the back of the classroom moaning Every day.
Every
That little noise you make every day. That.
Let me just remind you, that was all just recorded, so.
Oh.
Times the height. Guys, listen. I'm waiting. The height.
We preparing.
The height is going to be the perpendicular height, which we do not have.
Oh my god.
So what are we going to have to use?
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem.
Put snippet of it. Give it a place of that.
So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and B are the legs. A, I'm going to let be this distance on the bottom.
Oh, we gotta do.
Listen.
Yes, we do.
God.
If you think of a pyramid, which I don't have, this perpendicular height goes straight down the middle. Okay? If the bottom of the base is a square, what is going to be this distance from the center of that square out to the edge? It is not 10.
30.
Guys, look at it. If I go from the center of the square out to the edge, that is not the whole distance across. It should be half, which is 5. So my A is going to be 5. My B is what I don't know and have. That's my perpendicular height. And my C is the slant height, which is 7.8 squared. So 25 plus B squared equals 60.84. Is that what you said? Minus 25 on both sides. So B squared equals 35.84. I'm going to have glasses by next year.
No, you won't.
That's square 200. I mean, not 200. That's square 305.
That's a lot.
I know.
So that is going to be, B is 6.
I want a back square.
So that is the height of this pyramid. And that is going to go right here.
Waiting for pyramid.
A third of 6, I can simplify that. 3 goes into 6 once, 3 goes into 6 twice, and 10 times 10 times 2 is 200 centimeters cubed, because it's volume.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Now I see it.
And then we gotta go back to it.
What?
One last step.
This is draining.
Very.
Well,
Pause.
yet necessary
That's.
for the test.
Oh, no. I'm not gonna remember all this.
You don't have to listen. The formulas are given to you. If you have a right triangle, you need to remember you have to use Pythagorean theorem if you need a third side. Okay? What? Pythagorean theorem. All right. We got to get to 13. 13. What is 13? What kind of a figure is that?
Number 15. You feel, huh?
Miss Didi,
Oh,
that's
sorry. 13.
Miss Didi,
Man, I am off today.
Wait, you're still recording?
Yeah?
Oh, oh, no. Oh, no. I'm about to be clipped again.
What are we talking about?
Miss Didi, you know that one food tool? It's a food tool. It's what is it called? It's something you use to cut, but it's just like this. It's a food tool. Though. Oh my God.
What?
It's in
A
my
food
house.
tool?
It's a food tool. It has a name.
I've seen people use tongs and use the back side of it to make like a cut out cake. I've
that
seen
what it
that.
is?
What?
Stupid. That's so messy.
It is kind of weird. Yeah.
You use two.
Yeah.
You know,
All right, so here we go. What do we call number 13?
Triangle. Oh, that's it.
Triangle or something.
Prism.
It is a triangular prism, yes.
Are you sure it's trying?
Because you have two bases and they are the shape of a triangle. So, surface area of a triangular prism is, let me think about this. Surface area. It's not area of the base times the height. It is, perimeter. Is that right?
pH
Times height,
pH plus 2.
two bases. I was trying to remember it.
See, even you can't remember.
I don't. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sorry. We are giving you the formulas.
Feisty cat.
I was trying to remember it from heart. You guys will have all the formulas.
Oh, so she basically called me stupid.
If you don't want to use the formulas, I could not give it to you,
I
Doug.
don't do that. No.
Well, I mean, I didn't think I was calling you stupid. I was just saying we're letting you use them.
Give it to me. Why would you do that?
So 6 plus 10. This is the perimeter. Guys, come on. Plus, what is this length in the back?
In the back, it's 10.
In red. In red. It is not 10. Are you telling me we have to use Pythagorean theorem again?
Yes. What?
Actually, no. Look at the picture again. Look at the picture carefully.
Well, yeah.
It's
Oh,
8.
no, it's 8.
It is 8. It's up at the top. So this is 8. Bless you. Devo, please.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the perimeter. Keegan, knock it off.
Okay, hold on.
That is the perimeter times the height of the prism. The distance between your two bases
Oh.
is
Yeah.
7.
What? Not you, Miss D.
Plus 2 times, what is the base? It is a triangle. So it is 1/2 times the base of the triangle times the height of the triangle. So let's simplify this a little. 6 plus 10 is 16 plus 8 is 24 times 7 plus half of 2, that's going to simplify out. What is the base of the triangle?
10.
60.
8.
Wait, that's a.
What?
I would take 8.
Okay.
It's not what I was going to say, but I would take it. I would say the base is 6
Why?
and the height is 8, but you could switch those. As long as they are perpendicular. They have to be perpendicular. And we already canceled out 2 because we have 2 bases and the half. So 24 times 7 is 168 plus 48 gives me a total of 216 yards squared.
We're done?
No. Volume is much easier. It's area of the base times the height. Your area of the base is a triangle. 1/2 base times height of the triangle times the height of the prism. So 1/2 base of the triangle 6, height of the triangle 8 times the height of the prism, 7, gives me a total of 168 yards cubed.
That's not my Android.
216.
That is not my Android.
What? Oh.
All right, I'm going to skip 14 for just a minute.
Wait, is that just naming the shapes?
The cross sections, not the shapes, the cross section,
Caleb, that's the first time you said a word.
like this.
That's true.
What is this?
I'm about
If I cut a horizontal cross section, that's a circle.
The other one's a triangle.
If I do a vertical cross section,
Rectangle.
this is a rectangle. Okay. What if I do, I'll do a couple of these. What if I do this one? A horizontal there, what shape is that?
No, not cone.
Cone is the whole thing. I just want the cross section. Circle.
Bro.
This one is an important one to know. What if I do a slant on a cone? Oval, but what's the mathematical term? Ellipse.
Oval ellipse.
Ellipse is what I would prefer to see. Ellipse. Oh, gosh. All right. 2 more. So, identify the solid form by rotating this. This is a solid of revolution. If I take that if I take that rectangle or square, we can't tell what it is for sure, and I rotate that around to make a 3-dimensional figure, what kind of a 3-dimensional figure will it be? If I take this square rectangle and I rotate it around that axis of symmetry.
Triangle.
we did this before. No?
Yes, we did.
It's a, damn.
No, it's an oval.
We're writing what the 3-dimensional figure is. If I rotate, it is a cylinder.
It was only 2.
Oh, did you rotate?
You're
Okay.
doing that.
I was not paying attention.
Rotate 360.
If you rotate it 360 degrees, yes. What about the second figure? If I rotate that triangle, that is a cone. Okay. I think I lied. We should, oh shoot, I already went over these.
Oh, you just said it cuss word. No.
Shoot. Axis of symmetry, rotational axis of symmetry. Is A have rotational axis of symmetry, yes or no?
Yes.
That is a yes. What about B?
Yeah.
It looks the same from all sides around, yes. What about the coral?
No.
What about the fried egg?
No.
It's close, but no. What about the building or whatever that is?
Yes.
Yes.
How?
If you look at the, from each side, it has the same basic outline shape. Number 17. I'm not doing the whole thing. This is a composite figure. You would need to find the volume of the cone plus the volume of the cylinder and add those together.